good morning. Welcome back to Janie's Crazy Life. We did make it to Appomattox, Virginia. We just left the hotel room after having breakfast. So we are in Appomattox Courthouse National Historical Park. So I am standing where General Lee Grant's headquarters were. This national park goes down a highway, 460 I believe. So we gotta drive it and show you guys the area. And then we're probably gonna do the museum afterwards. This park opens from 9 to 5, but I'm gonna pause you and flip you around and let you see the park. See, Grant's headquarters. And this is the national park. It's beautiful here, but it's Virginia, of course it is. So I'm going to walk over here to the information about it and read it to y'all, so hang for a second. Battle of Appomattox Station, April 8th, 1865, from 4 to 8 p.m. I wonder how they knew that. This is Custard, and this is Reuben Lindsay, General. Okay, Custard was Major General George A. Custer, and then this was General Reuben Lindsay Walker. He was 37, and Custard was 25. And then you have over here, you have Private William Davis of the 2nd Company of the Washington Artilleries of New Orleans. And then you had 29-year-old First Lieutenant Willard Farlington of Company 1st Vermont Cavalry.
Have a good time.
And then this is Erie Woodbury. He was age 27. So this basically shows the, I guess, the route of it all. And yes, they have a rebel flag on there, you guys. It's okay. This was one of the Battle of the Appomattox Station. Was one of the last battles of the Civil War. Took place 1 mile west of here after capturing Confederate supplies. General George Custer's cavalry charged through the woods into the cannon fire of the Confederate General Reuben Lindsay Walker's troop. So basically, though unsupported by the infantry, Walker's men repulsed the first 3 charges, but I am tongue-tied this morning. Custer's final assault captured 25 cannons, 200 wagons, and 1,000 prisoners. 1,000 prisoners. So they've preserved the land. There's more signs here. It's not hot, thank goodness. But I wish it was sunnier. This was Grant's pursuit. Shows the map of where he went and stuff. Says this sketch below shows the Union troops on the road to Appomattox Courthouse. So it's a sketch. And then this is just a little more information over here. Basically, just another one of those. And a copy of somebody's, a message of peace. This is a message of peace from Ulysses S. Grant. So that's a copy of what he wrote about a message of piece. You guys can pause that if you want to and read it. That's showing him sitting there writing it, so it's pretty. I just wish it was sunnier so you guys see it. I mean, I'm not complaining because it's not hot. Let's see if I can. There, that lightens it up. That lightens it up. I can lighten up the scenery on my phone. Alright, you ready to go to the next spot? Alright, you guys, this is it through here. This is the national park. That looks like some military stuff. We're gonna go up there and see what this is. It looks like a graveyard or something. Some sort of graveyard. Let's see what it says. Old Herman Methodist Church Cemetery. So that's what that is. That's Old Herman Methodist Church Cemetery.
I'm just going to take a picture of the sign.
I'm going to just get out for a second and videotape it for everybody on YouTube. Sorry guys, you have to see. My back is killing me this morning. Yeah, my back is killing me. So it's an old cemetery from the Methodist Church. There's not a lot of graves here, really. Not as much as I would have thought there would be for such an old place. Alright, let me see what's next. So now I'm at North Carolina Monument, which is over there beyond those people. But over here is the beginning, they believe, of Grant's Approach Trail. Okay? So the sign says if you want to take the trail, the sign says, let me fix this. It is 1.5 mile loop, and 2.2 miles is the North Carolina Monument, 0.8 miles is the connected trail, and 1.3 is the Rain Cemetery, which is probably what we were just at. Over here is some more information about education in 1880s rural Virginia. So, whole article of before the Civil War. So, it says education opportunities in rural Virginia were often limited. The Weathering families employed a tutor or sent their children to boarding academies such as nearby Union Academy. In such schools, students learned a variety of subjects, including history, mathematics, chemistry, and foreign language. Oh, they learned foreign language that far back. For less fortunate white children prior to the 1860s, there were 19 small, mostly one-room schoolhouses scattered throughout the county. African American children had even fewer education prospects. Here on April the 9th, 1865, 2 brigades of United States colored troops advanced east along the Richmond-Lynchburg Stage Road, securing the surrender of General Robert E. Lee's Confederate Army and the end of the Civil War. This brought about ratification of the 13th Amendment on December 6, 1865. Before that time, it was illegal to teach a slave to read. The first education opportunities for blacks in Appomattox County came about through the Freedmen's Bureau, created by Congress to assess former slaves. From 1866 to 1869, Plymouth Rock, a school for freedmen, operated near the courthouse. However, funding was erratic for Afro-American schools, causing education prospects for blacks to remain scarce in the years following the Civil War. It was not until 1870 and 1871 that Virginia made funds available for public education for persons of race, resulting in dramatic increase in the number of both white and black children who attended school. It would be nearly another 100 years, though, until the gap between education opportunities for the two races would finally be closed. Wow. I did not know that. The information about education. This is the North Carolina Monument. I know. I'm videotaping. I want to give my YouTube people this if they want to read it, see it. This is a hiking trail in the park, hours and rules, if you come here. And then over here is some information about a house or something. When I get there, I'll let you know. Rain, cemetery, and monument. I don't know if that building is still here or not. I don't know. This is the monument that's way over there. It's right there. I can't walk out there, y'all. I'm sorry. I'd like to walk out there for you guys, but I don't know if I can zoom in. I don't know if I can zoom in. Oh. But this is what it looks like up close on the picture. That's the monument right there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't walk out there. I'd love to walk out there for them, but my back is doing a number on me. I had to take a prescription painkiller, and I can't do it today.
You can pick me up here.
Okay. So I'm gonna pause you. I tried to get closer. That's the monument over there. Trying to get closer. Then across the street here, the gnats are horrible. This is the Confederate cemetery. They got these markers like this. Confederate cemetery. Then the sign says Appomattox Courthouse, GM1, whatever that stands for. Appomattox Courthouse Confederate Cemetery. Here are buried 18 Confederate soldiers who died April 8th and 9th in 1865. In the closing days of the war between the states, the remains of one unknown Union soldier found some years later. The war are interred beside the Confederate dead. The war are interred beside the Confederate dead about 500 yards east of this cemetery in the McLean house where Lee and Grant signed the surrendering terms. Virginia Conservation commissioned this in 1950. So I'm going to take you over to the cemetery. Walk across the street. Oh, I wish my back didn't hurt. So if I'm moaning and groaning in the background, guys, I'm sorry. Mama said we could have skipped this, but we drove all this distance. I didn't want to skip it and hang out at the hotel all day. That would have been boring. I think I have a herniated disc or something. Alright, step in. The sign says, step in, honor our fallen heroes, Appomattox United Daughters of the Confederacy. That's what it says. See if I can get on there we go.
Monument over there too.
So, open it up. And, oops, let me get you guys back down. Here are the graves. I must have lined them up in a row. And then they have put a marker out here that says Daughters of the Confederacy, dedicated to the memory of those who served in the defense of the Confederate States of America. And then it's got the see, you guys, look. That's one of the original symbols, and it's got the rebel flag on the front of it. And I hate to call it the rebel flag, because rebel has like a meaning of, I guess, defiance, being a rebel against. And I think because of that, people take it the wrong way. Because the initials say CSA around that black, like, cross medallion. And that probably stands for Confederate Soldiers of America or something. I don't know. I don't know if there's names on these. And if you guys see, like, money on on tombstones, don't take it off. It means something. It's out of respect. So never take money off of a tombstone if you see it, because it's out of respect. I can't remember why that is, but don't do it. See, some of these, they don't know the names of the poor soldiers that passed. Some have names, some don't. That's sad that they don't know the names of these here. But never ever take money off of a headstone ever, y'all. Never. Never do it. It's disrespectful. Alright, this is nothing. It's just an open book. I guess they've supposed to represent a Bible or something, maybe. The placard says, in honor of Mrs. Albert J. Zatzrow, Z-A-S-T-R-O-W, President of the Appomattox Chapter United Daughters of the, I guess, the Union Daughters. I don't know what this. Daughters of the Confederacy. In 1972, she donated this thing. I know it's Daughters of the Confederacy, but I think it's Union or United. United Daughters of the Confederacy. And then the sign going out says, "Thank you for stopping by. Appomattox United Daughters of the Confederacy." The gnats are bad. There's little informational sheets in here. There's a box here. So there's like informational sheets. So I'll take one. It's very, 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 very pleasant here. This is more of the park. See, this information about the Confederate cemetery. There's more if you want to read it. You can. Because I think this alone is going to be a video by itself. This is just more of the grounds. You okay?
Yeah. I'm already doing a lot of walking.
Okay. All right, we're going to go to the next. This placard down here just says wartime landscape. I'm not going to read it all. I don't know how he said his horse's name, but it looks like Cincinnati. So it says Grant, as he appeared in the last year of the war, here standing with his horse Cincinnati, the mount he rode into the village to meet Lee on April 9th. So
I use my close-up and got pictures of
this
that
is
even
still
though
in this Confederate cemetery area. All right, we're going back to the car. Here's another placard in the same area as a Confederate cemetery. It says, oh my goodness, it says Appomattox. Here on Sunday, April 9th, 1865, after 4 years of heroic struggles in defense of the principles believed fundamental to the existence of our government, Lee surrendered 9,000 men, the regiment of an army still conquered in spirit. That's what this marker says. That's what that marker says. All right, now. Right through there are some cannons. I was trying to get a good picture of them.